I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and all salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this word to the four corners. All right, pushing it in sincerity and in truth. With that said, I'm going to jump right into it. Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. And as we know, the Lord's people are the Israelites, man. All right, and not all Israel is being referred to in this verse. This is only talking about the elect. All right, and that's one thing that a lot of these camps, such as IUIC, all right, the House of Israel, HOI, HODC, all these groups, man, with the exception of GMS, they don't really talk about the elect, man. They make it seem that, all Israel is going to be saved. But when the scriptures referring to the Lord coming back, delivering his people, he's only referring to the elect of Israel. All right, we're going to prove that. All right, so it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. And I'm going to get a precept and show you who the Lord's people are that's referred to in this verse here. Malachi chapter 3 and verse 16, it says, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord. Okay, so all Israel don't fear the Lord, man. Okay, only the elect will fear the Lord, and that's who the Lord is coming back to deliver from the coming destruction, man. Okay, so it says, and that book is referring to the Bible, and it says, and that thought upon his name, because only the elect going to be calling the name of the Lord. Now you're going to have people that know the name of the Lord, but when it says calling upon his name, meaning actually doing what the Lord say do. And verse 17, it says, and they shall be mine, as it is written in John 17. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my Jews, and I will spare them. All right, so those will be the ones, the elect that will be entering into the chambers, which those chambers are referring to the chariots. All right, which the elect is going to be delivered from the coming destruction, man. Okay, he said, when I make up my Jews, and I will spare them, referring to the elect, as a man spares his own son that serve him. Okay, so let me go back to Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20, come my people. So now we know who the Lord people is referring to, those who fear the Lord. Okay, those who's ordained to be saved, referring to what? Revelation chapter 7, the elect. Okay, enter thou into thy chambers. And like I say, those chambers is referring to the chariots. And I'm going to prove that. And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be passed over. All right, because the Lord is about to return with indignation, man, upon the wicked of this earth, man. Okay, so let me get another scripture. Get another scripture here in Genesis chapter 7 and verse 1, because it's, as it is written, there's nothing new under the sun. All right, so just like the Lord is going to deliver his elect, all right, in those so-called UFOs, those chariots, all right, those ships, he did that before in the past. And here in Genesis chapter 7 and verse 1, it reads, And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteousness before me in this generation. And that ark, what is a chamber, a ship, all right, a place of refuge from what? Destruction, from the Lord, bringing indignation upon the people of the earth, man. Okay, so there's nothing new under the sun. All right, so let's get the next precept in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and we're gonna start at verse 30. And this is Yahweh Shah speaking here, and it says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven." All right, coming in those UFOs. Okay, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. All right, so that's the Lord coming back with those in those chariots, and that's those chambers that we're going to enter into, that the Lord's elect is going to enter into until the indignation pass, man. Okay, until he finish handling his business. Okay, verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. And like I said, a lot of these, well, the majority, like I say, with the exception of GMS, speaks about the elect, man. All right, they make it if so, all Israel is going to be saved. And the bottom line in that is, they just trying to get numbers in their congregation, because numbers equal money. Like I say, the Lord is only coming back to deliver his elect, those that fear the Lord, man. Okay, not all Israel. Okay, not all Israel, and definitely no other nations. All right, no other nations. Mainly, he's coming back to destroy the other nations, man. Start with the Edomites, the nation of Babylon, the so-called white man, the Caucasian, the devil. Okay, and to deliver his elect, not all Israel. All right, because 2/3 of Israel is wicked, and they're going to be destroyed as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get the next scripture, and the point is, with this lesson, I'm proving that the Lord is coming back to deliver his elect. All right, and to take down the Edomites, man. Okay, that great Babylon, man, the daughter of Babylon. All right, so verse 26 and 21. I'm going back to Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. All right, so he's not coming back to destroy the earth. Okay, he's coming back to destroy the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. All right, as it is written here in Revelations 18 and verse 5, referring to Babylon. Okay, verse 2, and it said, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So this chapter is referring to Babylon, who are the Edomites, just another name for the nation of Edom. Okay, so it says, verse 5, Revelation 18 and 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the power have remembered her iniquities. So this is who the Lord is coming back to destroy. All right, the nation of Babylon, the so-called white man. It is not just referring to America. All right, because these devils is in control of the whole earth. All right, if you go over there in Europe, man, okay, you got these so-called king, the queen, all right, and the prince. All right, you got he marrying this so-called, I guess she's an Israelite, and you got all these black women, you know, marrying these devils. Okay, this is going on all over the earth, man. All right, the whole earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. Not just America. Okay, so it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the power have remembered her iniquities. Okay, so going back to Isaiah chapter 26, verse 21, for behold, the Lord cometh out his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquities. All right, and not just talking about the nation of Babylon, the nation of Edom. All right, he's referring to everybody that's joined unto them. All right, which are 2/3 of Israelites, man. Okay, so they're going to be destroyed for their iniquities too. Okay, the Lord is not coming back to destroy this earth, man. He's coming back to destroy people. Okay, so let me get the next scripture. We're gonna stay in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 10. And it reads, the city of confusion is broken down. All right, which that word confusion ties into the word Babylon. All right, and that city is not talking about a physical place. All right, that city is talking about the nation of Edom. All right, the Lord refers to nations as cities. Okay, so it says the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up. There is no man may come in. All right. Verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. And like I said, the streets is a metaphor for people. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. All right. The mirth of the land is gone. And that's what the Lord is coming back to do, man. All right. Because as we see, you know, the holidays just passed. You had the national championship, and there's nothing but mirth amongst these people, man. All right. Rich Edomites, all right, go to enjoy the game, $2,000 to $4,000 a ticket. All right. All the joy and the mirth, man. And that's even going on amongst our people, man. Our people relish in that that folly as well. All right. Our people, even so-called Israelites, you know, you got IUIC. All right. You got them promoting the upcoming Passover. All right. They talking about having parties and, you know, performing and rapping, and, you know, when the Passover is a solemn assembly, man. Okay. That's not a time to throw concerts and, you know, and be wrapped up in mirth, man. But like I say, 2/3 of our people, all right, that inhabit this earth is going to be destroyed right along with all the with the so-called white man, with the nation of Babylon, Edom, all right, and all the rest of the other heathens that's joined on, all right, to these heathens who the Lord ordained to be destroyed, period. So it say there's a cry for wine in the streets, and joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. Okay, so now let me get another precept here to show you that this is referring to people, man. All right, and not a place. That city of confusion is referring to the nation of Edom. Okay. Now this is Revelations chapter 14 and verse 8. And it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen. All right, just like we read in Isaiah chapter 24. The city of confusion is broken down. All right, meaning the nation of Edom. Okay, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city. All right, that city of confusion. All right, that nation of wickedness, the border of wickedness. All right, the people whom the Lord have indignation with forever. The people. All right, is not referring to any particular place. Okay, so it says, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And this started before America was established. All right. This is not only going on in America. All right. This is going on throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. You can go to the land of Ham. All right. And you can see the nations, the nation of Ham. All right, the so-called Africans drunk off the wine of the wrath of the so-called white man's, all right, fornication, man. All right, you can go to Central and South America, okay, and see those Israelites, those tribes down there, all right, because when it says all nations, it's referring to the Israelites as well, because 2/3 of Israel is drunk off the wine of the so-called white man fornication. Like I said, you got this so-called queen and prince marrying this so-called northern kingdom. I'm not sure, but you know, that's what it looks like. All right, you even got, you know, Eve the rapper. You got Serena Williams. You got, you know, just moving through society on a daily basis. I'm seeing it more and more. All right. Like I say, you had the holidays just passed. You had the national championship. Now you got the playoffs coming up, the Super Bowl. All right. Then followed by spring break. All right. Easter. All right. Keeping you niggas drunk on off that wine, man. All right. And you fornicating by doing that. And therefore, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right. You're going to be part of those inhabitants, those who inhabit this earth that's going to be destroyed when the Lord returns. All right. To take this so-called white man down, man. That's the purpose for the Lord returning, man. Because in order for his people, Israel, to get the kingdom, all right, Babylon has to fall. The city of confusion has to be broken down, man. All right, so it says, verse 8, it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city. All right, that great city, because she made all nations drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Now I'm about to show you, we get the last precept. We'll stay in the book of Revelations, chapter 21 and verse 10. Now remember what we just read, all right, in Revelation 14. All right, that great city, all right, referring to what? Babylon. Now I'm finna show you that the word city is referring to nations, man. Like I say, the scriptures is poetry, man. They're proverbs. They're metaphors, dark sayings. All right, it's a puzzle. All right, it's spiritual, man. Okay. So Revelation chapter 21 and verse 10. And he carried me away. All right, the same man, John, that he showed the vision of Babylon to. All right, the horse sitting on the dragon, on the beast. Okay, the same man, he showed him this vision as well. He says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem. All right, the holy Jerusalem. All right, talking about the elect, referring to the elect. All right, and like I say, with the exception of GMS, no other congregation speaks about the elect. Okay, so this is who the Lord is coming back to deliver. This is his purpose for returning, to deliver his elect, those that fear the Lord. Okay, that great city, referring to people and not a place. That great city, referring to people and not a place. And what's the name of that great city? The holy Jerusalem. The elect. The elect. Descending out of heaven from the power. Okay? So now, I'm going to go back to Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 10. So now when you read that, and it says, the city of confusion is broken down, meaning Babylon is falling, meaning the nation of Edom is falling, is going down. Every house is shut up that no man come in. There is crying for wine in the streets. And the streets referring to people. All right, not physical streets. All right. When the Lord in Ezekiel 9 and 4 talks about going through the streets of Jerusalem, meaning through the people. Okay, all joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. All right, you're not going to see these crackers in this joyful folly spirit, man. All these jakes, all these other nations. All right, it's going to be darkened, man. It says in the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. All right, so those gates, as well as talking, is a metaphor for people, man. All right. Reading on, when thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be a shaking of an olive tree, and as gleaming grapes when the ventures is done. They shall lift up their voice and shall sing for the majesty of the Lord. They shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel in the isles of the sea, from the uttermost parts of the earth. We have heard song. And that's where the elect is going to be delivered from the uttermost parts of the earth, from the four corners of the earth. Okay? Because Babylon is a nation, all right? And another name for it is the wicked, the border of wickedness. All right? And as the scripture reads, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right? Even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me, that treacherous dealer, that dealt treacherously, yea, that treacherous dealer have dealt very treacherously. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon, O inhabitants of the earth. All right, the inhabitants of the earth. That's who the Lord is coming to destroy, man, and make desolate the inhabitants of the earth, meaning the people. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. All right. So if you escape the destruction, okay, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare, for the windows from on high are open, and the foundation of the earth do shake, and not from no missiles, man. Okay, the foundation of the earth shake from earthquakes, man, and the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall rail to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right, and that is not talking about the earth, man. It's talking about people. Okay, it's talking about people. Let me see if I can find this scripture prove that point. It's in Ezekiel, I believe 22. Let's see. Let me see. This is Ezekiel chapter 22. Salakia. Let me see if this is it, because this is a scripture to say that that refers to people as land, man. Okay. Let me see if it's 19. But yeah, man, the Lord is coming back to destroy these people, man. Okay, he's not coming to destroy the land. All right, and some of those people includes you Israelites. 2/3 of you Israelites. All right. It says Ezekiel 22. It says, starting at 1, moreover the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, now thou son of man, wilt thou judge the bloody city, referring to people, you know. Yeah, thou shalt show her all her abominations. Then say thou, thus saith the Lord power, the city sheddeth blood in the midst of it, and her time may come, and maketh idols against herself to defile herself, referring to people. Okay. So lucky, I'm looking for a particular scripture that refers to the people as land. Let's see. It refers to the people as the land. Well, we see through the precepts that I read that these people are referred to as cities, man. Okay, here we go right here in Ezekiel 22 and verse 24. It says, I'm going to start at 23. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, son of man, say unto her, thou art the land that is not cleansed, nor rain upon in the day of indignation. All right, so people are referred to as land in the scriptures, man. Okay. So if I can go back and read that Revelations 14 and 8 again. 14 and 8, and it reads, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city. All right. Just like the elect is known as a great city. New Jerusalem is fallen. The city of confusion is broken down. That great city, because she, all right, the daughter, made all nations, including 2/3 of Israel. Okay. This is only for the elect, man. Drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, referring to the nation of Edom and not a place. And I hope you brothers was edified. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.